LEGO produces sets related to Star Wars, Indiana Jones or Castle, but in general they distance themselves from violence. And here's where custom military LEGO companies come to action. They basically design their own minifigures, print them onto original LEGO pieces and sell them for a lot of money. Same goes for custom building kits. In this video I will show you how to get custom military LEGO cheap. Let's start with the basics. Brick Arms products are probably the most easy way to build custom military minifigures. They say all the basic stuff like vests, helmets or weapons. To buy these products I recommend all my European viewers Brickissimo and all my American viewers Brickmania. But let's build some minifigures. I first grabbed the basic LEGO torso as well as these legs. I've then added this regular Brick Arms vest which you can get for €1, as well as a LEGO head and this Brick Arms helmet which also costs only €1. Of course every soldier needs a weapon, and here's the M1 carbine made by Brick Arms for again only €1. Legs, torso and heads should be part of every LEGO collection, so this minifigure only costs you €3, which is pretty cheap in my opinion. To create a Modern Warfare soldier you just have to exchange the vest, helmet and weapon. There's also the possibility for a slight upgrade of our previous made World War II soldier. As you can see, this printed torso looks pretty good in combination with the vest. Another nice idea is painting your weapons by using some modeling color, and as you can see this even looks better and adds some extra detail. The next option are Brickmania sticker packs, which cost about €8 and allow you to build up to 6 minifigures. You can use all your old torsos and just put the stickers onto them, and as you can see these stickers are actually pretty detailed for how cheap they are. I've also painted the Brick Arms vest and added this to the soldier, and to finalize this design again you have to use a head as well as a Brick Arms helmet and weapon. Assuming you have all the original LEGO parts on hand, the soldier costs you only €4 and comes in a lot of versions like these. One of the best tips I can give you is to buy Citizen Brick bootlegs, since these are pretty cheap and you can basically use these for every military minifigure. A cheaper option is to paint your legs, but I definitely prefer the printed version. But adding any color to your minifigures definitely make them look better. The legs cost €6, so that's a total of €10 for these minifigures, but don't forget that you can use these bootlegs for a lot of minifigures and you don't have to buy always new ones. Another option are dual molded legs by LEGO, but they only come in assorted colors. I've used these to create my famous SWAT minifigures, and again added this Brick Arms vest, a Citizen Brick Balaclava head as well as this helmet and this M4. Because of the dual molded legs and the custom printed head, the price of this minifigure again is about €10. The next cheaper option are these printed capes by Brick Fabric. They offer a wide selection of capes for only $5, but currently everything is out of stock, so keep an eye on their Instagram page since they announce all new releases there. Valiant Bricks is also their German reseller, where you can even find some of their capes still in stock. So let me show you how these capes work. You can basically use any LEGO torso and connect it to legs. I've used this time again these dual molded legs in dark bluish grey. You have to remove the arms from the torso to attach this cape onto the minifigure. After wrapping the cape around the torso, you can attach the arms again. Once this is done, all you have to do is to add this head and the Brick Arms Stahlhelm. And here's a great looking World War I soldier for roughly €8. They also offer larger greatcoats where you just have to use these black legs to create cool looking boots. Since you don't have to buy the dual molded legs for this minifigure, this one only costs you €6. One of my older trench coats isn't even printed, but I still like this classic look of a World War II winter soldier. It also helps adding some small details like this scarf, which only costs you about 20 cents and is an official LEGO product. I've decided to arm the soldier with my custom painted Kar98 with scope, which is also known as the Jäger and was the German World War II sniper rifle. Another good example that it doesn't need a lot of custom parts to create cool looking military minifigures is my Carlyle, for which I only needed this custom cape. To again show you how effective the Citizen Brick bootlegs are, I've grabbed my polished soldier wearing a Brick Fabric cape and added the Citizen Brick bootlegs to him. Let's move on with actual custom printed LEGO minifigures which aren't that expensive. I've navigated to the website of United Bricks, and as you can see they offer a lot of historical torsos from, for example, the American Civil War or the Napoleonic War. They also sell German, British, French as well as Turkish World War I torsos. Beside the historical and World War I torsos, they also offer a large selection of World War II torsos. And to sum it up, they even sell some modern combat torsos. If you don't want to order from the UK, I can also recommend you Valiant Bricks, but their offer is pretty limited. But Citizen Brick, which is by the way located in the US, again offers a lot of torsos where you definitely can find some which you will need. All of these websites charge about €6 per torso, which is a pretty fair price in my opinion, and definitely a good way to start building up your World War II collection or some other collections. So let's see how these torsos could look like in real life. I've prepared 2 American, 1 British and 1 Russian torso, which all of them are from United Bricks but older designs. I've used regular LEGO legs and the heads for for the first two minifigures, but for the third one, which is by the way one of first airborne soldier, I've used these Indiana Jones printed legs where you can also find the holster printed onto them. I've armed the soldier with my custom painted M1 carbine. For the Russian soldier, I've again used the Citizen brick boot legs, and as you can see, this combo actually works pretty good. I've again added the Lego head as well as this Brick Arms SSH-40 helmet and my custom painted Moisen Nagant weapon. The minifigures with the basic legs will cost you about €6 and the one with the printed legs about €11. But let's compare €6 minifigure with a €20 minifigure. Both are one of first airborne soldiers and have printed ammunition pouches on their torso. One significant difference is that the €6 minifigure doesn't have any side printing, but the €20 minifigure have detailed prints even on the side. It also comes with a printed helmet, which definitely adds some extra detail. The back of the torso looks fine for both minifigures, but the legs aren't printed at the €6 minifigure. The €20 minifigure definitely wins, but in my opinion the €6 minifigure is totally enough to build a good looking mock, which also is historical accurate. I also want to mention that United Bricks sells custom printed legs, but most of them are currently out of stock. The final part of a minifigure is the head, but in my opinion you shouldn't focus on custom printed heads at first, because Lego heads are totally fine at the beginning. But let's take a look how a minifigure looks like when you use a custom printed torso, legs as well as a head. All these custom printed products are by the way from Citizen Brick. To finalize this modern soldier, I've added a helmet as well as this M4. This badass looking soldier would cost you about €17. A lot of you ask me which the best custom printing company is, and I probably have to say that United Bricks definitely is a good company to start building up your collection. United Bricks and their reseller Brickisimo offer a lot of different minifigures for about €18, which is actually a pretty fair price nowadays because you get a custom printed body, head as well as gear like weapons and headgear. United Bricks also definitely offers the widest selection of custom printed minifigures. But is United Bricks my most favorite company to buy custom printed military minifigures? I have to say no. There are some companies I like more, like the Minifig Co., Brickmania, Parabellum Bricks as well as Valiant Bricks. But I definitely like all of these companies, and I can't tell you which one of these actually my most favorite is, since all of them offer a wide selection of good looking minifigures. Now we talked enough about minifigures, so let's focus on vehicles, which definitely are as important as minifigures are. Brickmania is the top seller of building kits, but in my opinion the kits are too expensive and I'm not a fan of their huge scale. I own a few Brickmania kits and I really like them because they are a nice part of my collection, but especially if you want to build a cheap army, I don't recommend these kits. There are some tutorials on YouTube to build tanks or other military vehicles, like I myself made a tutorial for my Panther tank. But the most effective way to build custom military vehicles is in my opinion to buy instructions at rebrickable.com. I made instructions for all of these and even more vehicles and sell them at the site. Here are all the models which I've designed and made instructions for, but there are definitely more models by other creators which are great and definitely worth to build. You also have access to a part list, and once you've bought all the instructions you get a PDF document. If you don't want to design your own models, I can definitely recommend buying instructions instead of building kits, since this is way cheaper. You can find the link to my Rebrickable shop in the description down below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.